I am very appreciative of somebody who just happened to drop in the chat. It's going to swing by right now to talk a little arena/indoor football. That is my buddy from Off the Wall, Trey. You're on camera. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, I'm living the dream. Thank you so much for having me on. Do I sound okay?
Oh, you sound great. Break it up a little bit, but that's all good. I'm sure that'll
All right.
smooth on out here. How you doing, my
Yeah.
friend?
We're doing well over here. I saw you're doing a solo show, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me pop in. Let me help the kid out a little bit.
You saw me drowning, so you're like, all right, let's throw him a line, throw him a life preserver. I'll hop on here real quick.
Yeah, Randy's over in Epcot drinking a margarita from Mexico, drinking a limoncello from France. No love for the world of football. Apparently, unbelievable.
It's all good. They're probably non-alcoholic if he is drinking them.
Yeah,
but and then they're going to some fancy restaurant tonight. So Randy living, whatever money we're making off of this YouTube thing, he's just blowing it all at Epcot right now.
What a life! That T-shirt money, huh?
Yeah, right. If you would have gotten to him sooner, you'd probably be having free, somebody walking around with Off the Wall shirt down there.
Right? Yeah. What was I thinking? Dang it.
No, I was excited to get that in the mail. I saw you sending those out. So yeah, guys, go off the wall. He's got a lot of cool stuff. Man, those shirts look great. I'll check my mailbox today too before we recorded, just so I could have it ready. But
it should get there a little later this week. It should get there. Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you swinging by for a tiny little topic. Not a whole lot happening really in AF1 indoor football news, but the notes we do have, I did want to mention, this past week, Randy and I went to the Michigan Arsenal, the new AF1 team. We went to their press conference and came away with quite a few notes, stuff I think some people ran with, and a few notes I think kind of got glossed over this weekend. So I thought about, because I know you guest hosted for Sam over at Shady Sports this past weekend. I was able to catch a little bit of it, not the whole thing, but from what I saw, I mean, obviously, anytime Trey shows up, guys, he's the life preserver we all need. He's clearly the guy for the job. But no, so all right. So what I got, Trey, a few of the notes from that press conference, other than obviously the brand new team. The league did talk about. Oh, can you hear me? You good?
Yeah.
Okay. They did talk about a 12-game regular season coming into this next season. That's something we didn't know what was going to happen. Were they going back to 10? Was going to be 12? So solid 6 home games, 6 away games. And then the surprise from even on top of that was they're already talking about 2027. The fact that they're already looking that far ahead gives me a little bit of confidence that they've got some stuff in the works that can't be talked about. But they said for next year, a 14-game regular season with 7 home games, 7 away games. And then the other thing from a tweet that we had that went around is that October 29th should be our next official announcement. And then we should get a second one on November 12th. And then they hinted at a couple other announcements to come after that in regards to maybe teams. Whether or not that meant for 2026 or 2027, never really made clear. But I say that a little bit to bring up this nugget, Trey. And a post got made on the social medias, and I got it right here from a Vernon Pertel talking about a team called the Oceanside Bombers. What can you tell us about this team?
Yeah, this team hasn't been officially announced by the AF1, but they kind of went rogue, and they were like, you know what, we're going to announce ourselves. And they have not been shy, shouting from the mountaintops what they are, who they are, and what they're trying to accomplish. And I've dug in a little bit. I'm gonna be patient and try to put my optimism glasses on with this and wait for the league to come out with some news. But yeah, apparently we're gonna have a team in Oceanside, California, which is also where the San Diego Strike Force of the IFL are playing. So that just kind of makes the situation a little more interesting, where it's like, okay, we're gonna have an indoor and arena team potentially in the same building. Okay. So I'm not sure how this is going to play out.
I mean, you had alluded to something like this on your show a while ago. Something about a couple of teams, maybe. We don't know. You were like, it's all hearsay. And here we are.
Yeah.
Out of left field. And I don't know how to take it. But like, I haven't posted this graphic. We haven't done anything with the world of football with because it's not official. It's not, the league hasn't said anything.
Yeah.
Like you said, these guys just kind of jumped the gun, but they've been very active. So I don't know. They look like are they racing for 2026?
Based on what I've seen, I'm hoping they're aiming for 2027. Just because they kind of made their announcement. They were like, oh, we met with the mayor of Oceanside, which is cool. Community relations, all that stuff. Love it. Got to do it. But then shortly after, I think they made a post on either Facebook or LinkedIn. They're like, we're looking for a head coach, an offensive coordinator, a defensive coordinator, a this, a that. Also, we're looking for quarterbacks, wide receivers, linemen, defense. Like, all right, so you're looking for all your coaches, you're looking for all your players, and we're 6 months from kickoff. 6 months is a long time, but it's also not at the same time. So to me, it seems like if they were getting announced on the 29th or whatever, if they were getting announced on the 12th, like you alluded to, seems like they would have some of that stuff locked in already, and it wouldn't be something that they're casting a net out to try to catch at this point.
Right.
So I hope they're prepping for 2027, but we'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah. AF1 fan in the chat reminds me of the Kansas City Command. Yep. It gave me brigade/command vibes.
Yeah.
And I was almost going to message you, by the way. So when the Lions played Kansas City on Sunday Night Football last week, did you see the Kansas City Brigade hat on the sideline?
I did
behind
not
one
know.
of the benches. Oh, I wish I would have screenshot it when it happened. It was there, and I was just like, I wasn't on top of my game, and that's on me, everybody. It was there.
It's okay. You'll do better. You'll do better.
I will. I tried to do the mantra for this show is we're just going to do better next week. So like if I think this show this week, it's fine. Randy will be back, and I'll do better next week. But
for sure, yeah.
Appreciate you being here. But no, so I guess this is semi-legit. Again, waiting for official league stamp of approval, because this could be one of the two teams on the back half that they were talking about that maybe they announce that don't play this year. Yeah. Don't know. Oh, and Randy says hi in the chat. Randy actually swung by Trey. Apparently he found time at the dinner table to say hi.
Let's go. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate that.
But I like this logo. I like this name. I like the color scheme. It looks like the New Orleans / Portland / whatever the other third city was for the Breakers from the USFL back in the day. A little bit of that vibe, a little bit of the Kansas City Brigade / Command. Always like the B-2 stealth bomber look. Dad was in the military, so I always grew up around planes and stuff. Like that's always one of the cool ones. So what do you think of the logo? And I guess, again, what do you think is the realistic outcome for this team?
Yeah, I love the logo. Just like you mentioned, like the little wave at the bottom is a nice little touch as well. It really encompasses a whole lot. And a lot of people are quick on the trigger to say like AI. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty clean. I doesn't feel like it, but hey, what do I know? It passes the eyeball test. So that's all I can say on it. Yeah, they've been kind of going semi Stockton Crusaders on socials, sharing a bunch of AI merchandise and potential helmets. And I'm like, guys, slow down. Let's get a coach. Let's get the ground underneath us before we start getting excited. But yeah, I think realistically going for 2027 would probably be ideal, just to make sure all the T's are crossed, I's are dotted, all that. But I don't know. It feels like 2026 is on the table, but it would take a lot to get them to a point where they would be able to field a team at this point, let alone be competitive. Yeah.
And Randy in the chat correcting us. The third team I was missing, the Boston Breakers.
Thank you, Randy.
That team moved around quite a bit. Some other notes real quick, Trey, because like I think I heard you talk about some of the other stuff on this. The show on Shady Sports. I always, because the name is so long, I always forget. It's
Around the Indoor Football World. Yeah.
Around the Indoor Football World. Do you think I would know because it's the football world? And I usually try to check out to see what kind of shenanigans Chris gets into over there.
Yeah.
But this other note, I felt like that we tweeted out kind of got overlooked a little bit. But the AF1 during this press conference for the Arsenal also said that they are working on multiple streaming platforms for games next season. And Jerry Kurz was very adamant, and I put it in all caps, no paywall. He reiterated that emphatically, no paywall. As only one Mr. Jerry Kurz can do. So there was that little bit of a note. And then they also said they are working on an additional partner for national televised games. on top of that Vice TV partnership. So who could that be? Where could that be? What do you think?
Yeah, I love the initiative, and I love the not so subtle no paywall jabs that they're throwing out there. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense when it comes to exposure of the league. You want as many eyeballs on it, and you want as few hurdles as possible. Like arena football is already a niche sport. You don't want to make it harder to find a niche sport. So it makes sense from that aspect. But yeah, it kind of makes you think like A&E is like owns the Vice Sports brand, and A&E is a part of the Disney brand, so like it could fall under that umbrella already. Do we see it be an extension of that? Do we see it pop onto a streaming service? Like there's a bunch of different ways this could go, with Evergreen kind of here, but it's not. Maybe it comes back, probably not. It seems like every week the answer changes on what the future of Evergreen is, and I'm sure they got something up their sleeve, but it seems like they have a decent timeline of announcements coming up.
Yeah, a decent timeline of announcement. A lot of I feel like they got to get to. It seems like they have a plan, but it just feels I don't know, something's been off with their public relations. I just feel it's really lacking this offseason. All the indoor / arena leagues just feels like something's just been amiss this offseason, and it just I don't know. As a fan trying to keep up with all this stuff, I would just love for some of these leagues to just I don't know, embrace the social media a little bit more. And it just feels like everybody's playing everything so close to the vest. They don't want stuff leaking up, but here we are getting tidbits here and there. And I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if they have a plan for addressing this. Cause that's been a big concern of mine is just being honest with us. If you have a timeline, cool, lay it out. So we know that we won't go out saying that you're rushing something, that you're doing something I don't know, and then getting criticized for it because that's the last thing these leagues need is bad publicity. Like when a lot of them have built up a lot of goodwill, I feel like through their play on the field, through some of the stuff at the end of the season, and it's been radio silent for a little bit. Right. Now would be the time to capitalize on all of that, you'd think.
Yeah, and especially when you look at some of the announcements that they've had and some of the positive things that they've had in the offseason, a lot of these are layups for some of these teams. They're just not taking the shot. Like if you are on X/Twitter and you're only on X/Twitter, you wouldn't know the Michigan Arsenal are around if you just follow the AF1 because they still haven't posted about it. So it's like
unless you follow the world of football.
Unless you follow the world of football. World of Football broke it. So they're the ones. Yeah.
I don't know if we broke it, but we definitely gave them some love and
we're giving you the credit. We're giving you the credit. But yeah, it's just a little stuff like that where it's like, man, these are easy wins that you could be stacking up, and they're just not doing it. And like Malik Henry signed with the Michigan Arsenal, very first player. It's not posted on some of the socials for the league, so it's like it's not just the AF1. Not picking on the AF1, but IFL misses a lot of the low hanging fruit. NAL misses a lot of the low hanging fruit, and it's like, guys, it's right there. It's right there. Just do the bare bones, do the bare minimum on some of these things, and it like all of those little tiny things add up really, really quickly. So, hopefully it'll get better as we inch closer to 2026, and once we hit 2026, hit hyperdrive with some good social content to get the people going. But it just seems like it's lacking, and the little stuff just isn't there, and it's right there.
Yeah, and. If it weren't for like shows like I love your show. You get a lot of great players that come through there, and you talk about their journey. You cover all of the indoor and arena leagues too in your show, so people can keep up with that sort of stuff. But these leagues shouldn't be relying on your show, our show, Shady, or wherever else. Some of these other great arena / indoor content creators. You can find they shouldn't be reliant just on us. As great as I feel like a lot of the hosts are, especially you, Trey. I'm surprised nobody snagged you up and put you in one of those nice league polos yet to throw you out in front of the world. But I digress. Because I also say that just to also, pump up my Michigan AF1 team, because tonight over at our friend's YouTube channel, as I pull this one up, AF1 Fan Zone tonight we'll have Michigan Arsenal head coach. Oh my God, I'm doing this live and I'm blanking on my own head coach's name, who I've literally met.
Sean Liotta.
Sean Liotta, thank you.
There you go.
And owner George Bradford. I remember his name. George Bradford. I think both of them should be on tonight's AF1 Fan Zone. 7:35 Eastern time is when they should be going live. I think Tim can't make it, but Zach Keelman's going to be popping in as a guest host over there for that one. So I'm going to definitely have to check that out. I might be out to dinner with the wife, so I might miss the live show, but I'll definitely check it out and see what they got to say and see if they have any new nuggets for us starving AF1 fans and us starving Michigan fans.
Yeah.
So, but that was the main note we had in our script. Trey, is there anything indoor arena you want to bring up real quick?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's been pretty quiet the past week or two. The Michigan news was obviously the biggest stuff. I think one of the bigger things in the IFL that's been talked about for months and months and months, but we finally got some confirmation on it, is that the Massachusetts Pirates are moving from Massachusetts. It's been speculated for a little while now that they're heading down to Florida, whether it be Orlando or Tampa. It's looking like Orlando, but nothing is confirmed solely just yet. But that's something that's going to be very interesting to see, because you guys are big map guys on the whole IFL map. Massachusetts was, or let me see if I can get this right. It's opposite for me. Massachusetts was way up here on an island by itself. Jacksonville was on an island by itself. Suddenly Massachusetts comes down to Orlando or Tampa. Wait, there we are. Yeah, Orlando or Tampa. And that's very drivable now. Suddenly they have a dance partner that's regional to them, and they can really build out that Southeast, like what has been alluded to by Commissioner Tryon for a couple years now. So I think it's a necessary evil. My heart breaks for the diehard Massachusetts fans that really loved and supported that team. But this could be a good thing for the league, could be a good thing for the Pirates. Do we see them keep the Pirates name? Do we see them potentially rebrand to something else? I would imagine they're keeping the Pirates name, since they just announced their Pirates Hall of Fame and
I was going to say,
doing all that. So it seems like the signs are pointing to them keeping the Pirates name. But that's like the biggest thing to come, and we might be hearing some news on that officially sooner rather than later.
All right. Well, Trey, we appreciate you swinging by and throwing me that life preservers we talked about earlier.
Not a problem.
I greatly appreciate it. I was not anticipating doing a show solo, so like for the last day, I've been like mentally preparing myself and everything.
It's
ready.
tough. It's tough.
It is tough. I don't know how you do it all the time, because I was like, sometimes I'm like, I don't know how Trey does it. I think he needs a partner. I'm like, I think I could do what Trey does. Nope, I can't. I need that that second person to bounce off of. Clearly.
I have some imaginary co-hosts that I talk to, and just I act like there's other people in the room, so it keeps me sane. Or does it?
It sounds like
no. It literally doesn't. No.
It sounds like you have a very high therapy bill, but
yeah. Yeah, I need to itemize this and send this to all these arena leagues for reimbursement. Yeah.
I bet you one of them will pay for it. Come on now.
Maybe we'll see.
All right, Trey. Look, I appreciate you again stopping by. Looking forward to checking out your show this week. Can you give us a tease who you got on this week? What you got going on over there in the off the wall world?
Yeah, funny enough, the head man in charge in Michigan might be making an appearance on Off the Wall this week as well. So.
Oh, Randy Snow himself?
Randy Snow will be on Off the Wall. The head man himself. Yes. Oh no, Coach Sean Liotta is going to be on Off the Wall. Got a really good conversation with him, and we may have met one of Coach Liotta's pets in the interview. So little teaser there. There you go.
Okay, well, I know what I will be when that episode drops. Refreshing my iTunes and my YouTube at the same time to figure out what that is. But all right, bud. Do you want to plug anything else before you hop on out of here?
Yeah, I mean, if anyone watching here is interested in arena and indoor football, if you don't follow already, please make sure you're following us at Off the Wall FB, F as in foot, B as in ball, Off the Wall FB on all the socials. Trying to get the blog fired back up as well, offthewallfb.com. Got some merch on there. As well, the t-shirts that Mr. Snow over here already ordered and has en route to him. So we're fighting the good fight, growing the game over here, and just trying to get better every day.
All right. Well, yeah. One of these next episodes, Trey, you're going to log on thinking you're watching one of your shows, because it'll probably be a couple guys in Kalamazoo just wearing off the wall gear.
Head to toe, yeah.
Might throw you off a little bit, but we appreciate you. And we'll talk to you soon, bud. I love everything you do over there off the wall, growing the game. So
absolutely.
Same to you guys. And looking forward to that interview now. God, now you got me all excited. What a good week this is going to be.
Let's go.
All right, bud. Have a good one.
All right. See ya.